Hi everyone, so today I have a sponsored video for you from Tonic Studios for their new craft kit number 82. I believe it's called Elegant Envelope Gift Card. They did send this item free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchased items through those links. I do want to say, I believe going forward Tonic will have two types of one type of membership and then one-off purchase. So if you want to become a member, you can just, sign up. I'll have the links for the memberships in the description box. They used to have a quarterly. I believe they're going away from that. So there's a monthly or just one-off, meaning monthly, every month you'll, be charged to your credit card, has slightly better pricing than the one-off purchase, and you can always, getting tongue-tied already, and you can always skip or cancel the membership, so you can find out more information about that there on their site, or give them a call or however. So I'll have those two. If you are a member, you do get 10% off the site. It should do it automatically, but if for some reason it doesn't take it off automatically in your cart or as you're looking at it, the code is TCK, and that is for the UK and the US sites. But like I said, it should just take it off automatically once you're logged in. But yeah, so I'll have those linked in the description box, and I just want to relay that information. If it changes, I'll have info in the description box about that, and I'll address it later. But for now, that's what it looks like. But gorgeous box you always receive. It looks lovely. There's generally a little brochure in there like this. Sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. Again, I get samples, so mine sometimes might look a little bit different than yours. But I do have this this time. It does have some... Excuse me, my voice went out there. So you do have a QR code that you can scan to get more info. It goes to the blog there. And this is kind of what you're looking at as far as creating, right? So there's some inspo there for you guys. It tells you everything that's in here. Of course, the die set, the stamp set. There's classic card in cherry red, ballet pink, fern green, sea salt green, 2 of those, pearlescent card in blue cashmere, 2 of those, smooth card in ivory, mirror card obsidian blue, chalk mousse, all the fun things, shimmer powder, crystal drops, double-sided adhesive sheet, soothe, it might mean smooth, I'm not sure, precision glue pen, a 5-inch multi-serrated mini snip. Okay, guys, the Tim Holtz mini snip in there. So that's just a list of what is in the kit. I usually look at the meat and potatoes, what I call meat and potatoes, the stamp and die set. So split set here. It does generally, again, I have samples. Sometimes I have the sticker, sometimes I don't. It comes with a sticker that says Elegant Envelope Gift Card or whatever the title of that one happens to be. And you just take that off and you put it on here. So when you put this into your binder that you get quarterly, you can just flip to it and you see that that's the Elegant Envelope. If that's the one you're looking for, there you go. It comes with a photopolymer stamp set, and it has little postage designs, super cute. These are really nice size. They're not tiny stamps here. They're, like over 1.5 inches by about 1.25 inches, and this one is taller than that, about 2 inches by about 1.25 inches, and then you have to and from, super cute, special delivery, special to a special friend, a little bit of love, sent with love. And then you have your split die set here. It does come with instructions. Sometimes I have them, sometimes I don't, but this time I do have them to share with you, so that's great. I'll give you a sizing on this largest die. This one from here to here is the largest die. Hopefully you can kind of see what's going on there. Looks like you probably cut 2 of those to get your project going, but metal to metal it is 6 7/8 inches by just under 5 inches. I would say 5 and oh wait, sorry, I meant 6 7/16 by 5 3/8. Okay, hopefully that makes sense to you, but you can see on my ruler there. And as you can see, you have these 2 pieces. You have matte layers, you have matte layers with inlays, you have what looks like the clasp setting mechanism here for different things. You can do inlays on those, little accent pieces. You have this beautiful embossed inlay, and they did it in a way that's half and half, so you have 2 different designs, and you just flip the one over the next time you run it through, if you want to use it that way. This cool piece here, I believe it is a gift card holder, so that's what looks like this. So you're going to put your gift card in there, see how it cuts, but it doesn't cut completely all the way through. So that's that portion. And I mean a little scalloped rectangle, this beautiful closure, really nice. This guy here, I'm assuming helps you with your mechanism there. Let's look at the goodies that are in here. Oh my gosh, yeah, so it comes with a whole scissor, you guys. These are really nice. I love these because it does have a little bit of that serration. I think it's on one side, but it really helps you cut through lots of different things. So really nice set of scissors, your mini snip. And minis are also good for doing fussy cutting, just so you have more control because they're small. You have the smooth precision glue pen that we talked about. I can see the glue. Can you see it kind of moving around in there? I don't know. I can see it in real life here, but it's in there. And then it has a little precision tip, so you just give it a squeeze and, you know, it starts coming out. It's like a roller ball kind of thing. Kind of. I don't know that it has a roller ball, but that's what it reminds me of. You have your shimmer powder. These are really fun. So as you can see, this one is... let's see, Green Parade, but as you look at it, it looks green, but you can see there's flecks of blue and maybe like a lighter green, darker green. What happens is with this, you can wet some paper, you can just, it has like a little nozzle, but you squeeze it and it comes out super fine powder, just like dusts out. It's like a dust, right? You can put it on dry paper and then wet it, and then all these little colors, like little pearls, like open up. But they're not pearls, they're just, it's a powder. But all these little colors will start revealing themselves, which is really nice. You have the and crystal drops, like I had mentioned, in this beautiful carnation pink color. And crystal drops are the typical drops that they make, so they're a little shiny, and it'll be very much this color. And then the chalk mousse, add soft dimensional details to your craft projects. Again, you can wet this, you can use like a paint. The chalk, chalk type is a little chalkier, obviously in finish. You can run it through a stencil, put it right on your project just with a spatula, you know, however. So they do have some info there for you guys. It dries, gives a matte textured paste effect. It is water-based. So you have that. I always love all these extras they include in there, like those embellishment type things. And then our papers, they always come in a nice folder to keep them safe. And again, seafoam green, all those colors that we talked about at the beginning. So greens and that pearlescent blue. Oh, I was like, what is this? It's the sticky sheet. Interesting. So it's something like this. What you can do is put your whole piece of cardstock on this and get that stickiness. It doesn't stick to this, it's here. Or put the backside of your die cut facing that. But generally I would take the whole thing and put like a whole piece of paper and then you cut into it, and then it's going to be an automatic, you know, sticky sticker basically. So really cool that they included that, so you can try it out. Again, your beautiful classic card, your smooth card, and all the colors that we discussed at the beginning. And then your pearlescent or matte shimmer, sorry. There you go. That is this month's kit. So what I'm going to do is open up the instructions, just take a quick look at it, decide what I want to do with my colors, and we will hop right to it. So let me open this up. Just peruse the instruction right quick, and then we will begin. So again, just making my color selection. So we have 2 of the envelope liner, 2 inner panel, the key panel, the buckle panel. All this will make sense as you're going through the instruction and learning how to put that together, but I think it's going to be pretty quick and gorgeous. So I will be right back. So I think I've chosen my colors. I might have some accent colors here and there, but for now, we're going to open these guys up. And it looks really straightforward, guys. So, like I said, you have 2 of this large panel, and then you're going to have side flaps that we're also going to open up. So let me get this open. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I'm going to take this guy, and you're going to need 2 of them. So I'm going to use the pearlescent paper, so I'm going to cut out 2 of this. And then you have the lip panels, these flaps, I also need 2 of. So I'm going to cut this one, 2 of this guy. There's a couple different things on here. Right now I'm kind of concentrating on that. You are going to have the card base, this centerpiece that's going to cut out the gift card holder, and I'm going to cut that from the metallic blue. I think that'd be really lovely. And that is the basic things for right now. So I was looking at this card holder as needed. Oh, that's interesting. So if you have this extra bit, if you need it to hold your card, maybe your card is a little slippy or something, I don't know, you have this extra bit that'll help you hold that down. It says as needed, so you know, there you go. And they're showing you here how you would use that. So glue the card holder so that they sit flush with the slit, as many as needed to accommodate the thickness of your gift card. I'm assuming that's a separate thing if you're not using this, right? So glue the card base to the center of the inside of the gift card. Ensure you don't not glue in those other bits. So that's interesting. So let's say you have something that's a little bit different sizing, or however, you can use these other pieces. That's what it seems like. So I'm probably going to skip over that since I will be using this piece here, but let's say you need to make your own kind of little thing, you have those to help you do that. It looks like it's also decoration, you know, however it is that you want to use those. And then you're going to fold your panels inward, and then you're going to create the little locking mechanism or your closure, which is really cool. So for right now, let's focus on this part, 2 of this, 2 of this guy, and 1 of these, and I'll be right back. As you're cutting, you can get all 4 pieces for the very base from 1 piece of your A4 size paper. That's the size of paper here. So just put that one there, this one here. I have some area for this guy, and I'll be able to repeat that. You know, I just kind of find an area where it tucks in, like probably here, and I'll have the second one. So very good. Okay, guys. So we have our pieces now. They're definitely where the, you know, the die came in, and it's your nice side, and then there's rough side. So I'm just gonna turn one of these guys over. I'm actually gonna use this one. So it's the one that looks like the nicest. That will be the one that faces out. You're gonna take these guys and you're gonna turn them over also. So this is the rough side, rough side, rough side facing up. We want to glue these panels down, and then we're going to trap them with this one so you don't see the glue tabs. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Very easy. So I'm going to go ahead and score them because I like to do that, you know, before I actually glue things down, just so that doesn't mess anything up once I go to score it later. If it was glued and then, oh, I didn't have that one quite right, you know, I don't care for that. So I like to score everything initially and then glue everything down. So I'll just go ahead and score that one, and I'll score the other one in just a minute too, this other one. But for right now, I'm just going to take this and we are going to glue these down. They're showing it in this orientation sideways, but you get the drift, right? So I am going to take this guy and put some glue all on that right to the very edge, and kind of give it a little bit of a to spread the glue out. Get it right on that edge, and I always turn it over, look at the score line. If that looks good, you know, then I'm happy where it's at. I may move over just a little bit this way, and I'll do the same thing for this other one. Just kind of glue that down. I did want to try out the glue pen for you guys, so maybe I'll grab that next here. We're just gonna put that on here. Again, give it a little bit of a zhuzh. Look on this other side, I can tell I was way off on that one. There we go. That's why we always check. Where's our score line? Does that look good? And we go from there. You know, my niece is getting married this year, kind of soon, and I was going to give her a really nice gift card, and I think this would be the best way to present that in her colors, which are black. I was like, okay. It'll be really lovely, really elegant, but interesting choice there. So I have this guy, and then we're going to pop that on there. I do want to show you guys this glue pen though, so let me open that guy up. And I am giving it a shake. For whatever reason, I just feel like I need to shake it, but we're just going to open that up. It does have a little sticky sticker you can kind of remove there, cut it off if you need. And it has a little, like little silicone, little plastic tip. You want to definitely bust that off so it can start flowing. And I just want to see if I need to start this guy up. Again, all the rough cut side I'm having facing up. I'm not turning this over for the nice side to face up because it just doesn't make sense. It's better to keep it all the same way. And there is our glue. So I just give it a squeeze. And I'm just going to have it come around here. Maybe a little bit, always on the very edges. And maybe just a little bit there, around the very, very edges. So I'm going to show you, it does a pretty good bead of glue there for you. And I'm just going to get this in here and again, give it a little squishy squish, a little zhuzh, get that glue spread out. And that should be good. Making sure everything wants to still close pretty well. Give it its space to do that. Closing there, closing here. Okay. I'm just going to hold that down. I suppose while I'm holding this down, I can also do step 4. So step 4 is just gluing this guy in. I'm going to use this one. But you do not want to glue this part down, right? So you're putting your glue on the opposite edge at the very end there, just so everything can tuck in there. And then, I mean, if you want to put a little extra glue like in here, you can do that just to keep that down. And you can place this right in the center. There are other matte layers, so you can think about your decoration. If you want to do a different matte layer behind this before you do this, you know, go for it. I'm just going step by step so you guys have the basic construction there. And then again, they talk about the glue card holders on this other one, if you would like, right? I think that's it for me as far as this. So I'm going to let this set up and I will be right back. Okay. So there is. I would say this glue takes a little second longer than like the Nuvo Deluxe glue to set up or to really grab, so you do have some time to work with it. And now it says to just fold all panels inward, so it looks like these guys go first, and look how it matches up. Lovely. And then these guys go on top of that. So again, I haven't done this yet, so whenever you do that, you can go ahead and give it a score, right? I haven't done this part yet, so there we go. We had scored it initially, but I didn't score it. So here we go. And then these guys just kind of interlock like that, right? As you can see, that's not what's going to close it for you, though. Even though it matches up, it'll just pop open. This next step is what we need to do. So you have a buckle panel. If you want to do that in accent color, or a different paper, you know, whatever it is. But you need 2 of this. All right, and then we're going to make a little key that slides in and out of there. So let's focus on this part right now. Again, decorating, all that kinds of stuff. You want to keep in mind, we have even to decorate those little panels or this little part, but I would do it on the inside, these guys. We have this like inlay. So the inlay is not for this. I mean, unless you want it to look lacy, this part. But basically you take your inlay and you have it for like this panel. All right. That's what helps you do decoration for those guys. Then you have this one that helps you do the decoration for this guy, and then the inlay is here for that. So I'm probably going to do inlays with the blue paper, so I'll cut 2 of these out and 2 of the other. I think we can lay down the buckle and it won't be in the way. And so I'm kind of considering if I should do the decoration first. You see how the buckle's just right here? It might be right under there. So let's go ahead and do this part before I get to the buckle. Sorry guys, I'm kind of thinking out loud. So I'll take this, lay that on here, of course tape it so that it doesn't move, and I need 2 of those. So a little tape that doesn't move, and I'll need 2 of these also. And again, you have matte layers, so if you have just a pattern paper you like, you can definitely do this with just a pattern paper. I'm just going to do this. You can also do a matte layer behind your inlay, but I'm going to do it this way. So I'm just going to tape those guys down, make sure they don't move, and run them through. And I need 2 of each flap, right? 2 of each design. And I will be right back. So I have them all here, and I'm just going to clean out these bits that need to fall out. So on all of them. And I will be right back. A little bit more weeding to do, but I'm just going to turn this over so that it's flat so I can see what I'm doing better. And just hold it down. I mean, you can hold it down in the other direction too, the way it was, but oh, hello. This is a good use for that pen with that finer tip. Right, so just kind of give it a squeeze. Get it in here. On these little areas. I'm still learning how to use this, guys. I don't want to squeeze too much. Sorry, I'm going to put it down because I think it needs a little bit of friction. There you go. Okay. And then I'll probably still just wipe the rest of it away because I did get a little bit extra there. So I always wipe it away. See how thin that is? Okay. So I will pop this on here, and you can definitely see where that would just nestle in. There's like an edge from the die even from before. And then I'll do the same thing with this guy, and then the other 2 flaps. Sorry. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Gorgeous, just beautiful, and look at that, it's just the inlay, and look how, I mean, it just pops. So pretty. So, okay. We have that. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm just going to continue on with the same colorway. So, again, we need the 2 little buckle areas. It's going to take a little bit longer to hold that down because, it's that pearlescent paper, so we're going to work with that in just a moment. But basically, I'm just going to bring this back and find a spot wherever I can get 2 of these buckles cut from, maybe even here, and I'll be right back with 2 of those. So I have my 2 cut out, again, just from scraps from the paper there. And basically, you're going to fold these up. Now, they have a little bit, like 2 score lines. So you want to score on both of those because that's what's going to give your key the shape to kind of get in there. So there's one, and then right next to it there's another one. So I'm kind of using my nail to run along that edge just to get them both that little thickness you might need, okay? And you can help yourself out a little bit with something like this. There we go. So it's just giving you a little bit of thickness there. Same thing for the other one. So there's one line there, and then just move over a little bit. There's the second one. Just to give yourself that extra space for that key to move in and out. And then it says to put the glue on this little rounded area. And then bring this one over. So again, you just gave yourself a little bit of thickness, so it's not completely flat, okay? You're giving yourself a little room. And I'll do the same thing for the second one. While those little tabs are setting up, I put some weight on them. I'm having those kind of stay together. We can do the key panel. So it's saying to go ahead and cut two inner panel, two of the key panel, and then the key head, two of those. So inner panel I think is there for strength, I'm assuming. So glue the key panel to the key head using the score line for placement. Do this twice. Glue the two key sections back to back. Very interesting. They don't mention here again this inner panel. So it's up to you. You know, I would assume if you want to put that within the key, that's what it looks like. So we have this beautiful thing, and then the head has like decorations to it if you want to use that. So we have this guy, and I'll probably go ahead and do the decoration with an inlay, with this inlay, because that's the one we've been using. I didn't use, again, like I said, you have other matte layers, like this little guy that could have gone behind this. You see how the little scallop edge fits behind that guy? There's also ways that you could have just run through this embossing panel, put it on there so you have that decoration. I mean, there's lots of ways to decorate. But for now, I'm just going to do two of these from that same blue paper. I'll do this from the pearlescent paper, blue, and I'll do this, two of these, through the darker blue again. So that will be all that I'll use there. Again, it does have this inner panel. You know, it's whatever you want to do, guys. But I'll be right back. Scraps, you know, I cut those out of the space wherever I had cut this other piece, and that's how I prefer to do things. But okay, so I'm just going to glue this decorative piece. Let me see something. It says to glue the two key sections. Okay, I see. It has a little spot for it, so it's definitely going to be on the outside like that. It's not nestled in. So I'm just going to go ahead and just glue these guys together. So this piece here, all right, there's a little section for it, so you can see exactly where that goes, right there. This will flatten out in just a moment. And then pop this guy on here. And that's my decoration. Yeah, let's get a little glue there. And I'll do the second one exactly the same way, and then we'll glue them together. Okay guys, so I'm just going to get some glue on these guys. I'll put it on the back of this one, why not? I'm just going to glue them together, and I'm so sorry if you hear my neighbor's gardener. I'm trying to do this in a way that you don't hear all that. But I'm just going to adhere these together. Oop. Back to back, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is actually take this key. It's still a little bit wet, but you know, and I'm going to actually take this buckle with the, you know, wrong side facing down or wherever, and just kind of train it. So I'm just gonna get down there. It's a nice tight fit. I'm gonna do the same thing with the second one. And I know you're supposed to glue them to your card base, but I think it might be better just do it this way, or at least for me. So I'm gonna close that up. Oh, I do want to show you this with a gift card. Let me grab. So you can imagine you can either slide it in from the side or pop it in, you know, top and bottom or however. But let me get this guy in here and in here. And it is a nice snug fit. Now I'm trying to get this open here. There we go. Open that up all the way over there. Again, you can either slide it in like I'm doing, or, you know, pick up the little flap and get the other one. But that is not going anywhere. On top of that, it is secured inside here, right? So very cool. Okay, so these guys, again, one goes on top of the other, and then these essentially are going to be glued here. So I mean, you can put them together. Basically, you're going to line them up anyway, so I just wanted to see if having the key in there already would help, or if it's just better to glue them on. But either way, we train those guys, they're ready to go. So let's get some glue. I'm put the glue on the glue tab. I'm assuming they're just as long as the tab. I don't even think you have to have it closed, to be honest, but I'm putting the glue right on the edges of that tab, right? You see that? And then take one of these guys, face down, and yeah, I'm glad that we did our decoration first because I can see where that kind of sits on top of the decoration. There we go. And then this guy, if you put the key, like I showed you, stick it all down with the key and everything ready to go, just remember that I wouldn't try to manipulate this at all until it's set up, right? Because you don't want to rip those off after you just carefully glued them in place. So they're right next to each other. You can see that it's there and there. Maybe a little more this way on this top part of this one. And this is pearlescent paper, so it's going to take a moment to set up. So I'm going to let that set there. Sometimes I like to put weight on something like this. I don't know how much weight this could take because you don't want to crush it. So just find something that you have that will help you put a little weight on there. Maybe something like that. Okay, and I'll be back in a few minutes. I do want to show you when you're gluing that together, it's not glued down, okay? You're not gluing them completely down, just on the little glue tabs there. Okay, I'll be back. I don't know if I waited long enough, but we're going to try it out. So, I mean, this thing is gorgeous. Oh, let me give you a measurement on this. It looks A2-ish, but I don't know that off the top of my head. Yeah, it's just about 5.5, but it's just a little bit smaller than A2, like the smallest amount smaller. And then you have your key. So, I mean, you can slide the key in from the top, from the side, if you want it to be like this. I mean, if you have a sentiment you want to pop on there, however you want. And don't forget, you also have the little postages, which is super cute. And again, we trained this, so this should slide in really nicely. This is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness. It feels really, really nice. I'm going to hold this because, again, I just glued that. Sturdy, beautiful. Wow. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much. Thanks so much to Tonic for sponsoring this video, for sending these items for review. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box, and I will see you all at the next one. I will say the box also has reds and greens and things like that, more holiday colors, so you can definitely play this up in different ways. Of course, all the papers you have in your stash. So, all right, guys. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.